So you know when you send a message to somebody and you don't get a response. Yeah, I'm sure everybody knows how it feels to send a message to somebody and not get any response. So that's why today I'll be talking about the 5 reasons why your messages might not get responded to, or 5 reasons why you might not get a response to your text messages. So the number 1 reason why you might not get a response to your message is because it actually doesn't deserve a response. There's some messages that don't require a response, and sometimes some people just want that clarification that the message, was received. And not everybody feels this way. So you might be dealing with someone that feels like, if this message doesn't require a response, I don't feel like I need to. So an example of a message that might not require a response is if you're trying to just let someone know that you're going to hang out soon. And so you're like, okay, I'll let you know when I'm free. The person might not necessarily feel like they need to say, okay, because you already said, I'll let you know when I'm free. So, I feel like that ends the talk, the discussion is ended at that point. So people might not feel the need to respond to that. So that's number 1 reason why your message might not be responded to. Maybe because it doesn't require a response, or to that person, they feel like it doesn't require a response, even though you might feel that that message required a response. And number 2 reason is that they probably missed it, skipped it, didn't see it. Yes, I know sometimes you have the double tick on WhatsApp that tells you that the person read your message, but sometimes someone might be preoccupied and not actually see your message. This has probably caused a lot of arguments. Yes, because it's possible. People just feel like, no, you're lying. But it's possible because you could be driving or doing something and your message, the chat window is open. So when that person sends a message, it comes into your phone and it's like double ticked, blue. But you haven't technically seen it yet. You haven't technically read it, you haven't seen it yet. And you've missed that message. It's happened to me a couple of times. And then I'm like, I turn off the phone, put it back on, do something else, and I actually do miss the message. I'm sure it's happened to a couple of people. So that's another reason why your message might not be responded to. The 3rd reason why your message might not be responded to is because the person might be shy or nervous. So if you send a message to someone that's maybe a little cheeky, flirty, or maybe just a nice joke and they don't feel like they have a good comeback, they might actually just not respond because they're thinking of what to say. So it might take that long. They're thinking and they're like, oh my goodness, I don't know what to say. So, or they could just be shy. So any of that could be a reason why someone doesn't respond to your message. That's number 3. The 4th reason why your message might not be responded to is that the battery ran out. Yeah, ran out of juice. It happens. People might feel like this is really lame for your battery to run out, but trust me, it happens, especially when you're in a country where you don't really have power supply, so it happens. And even if you do have, because I don't know what my excuse would be, because there's light 24/7, so what's my excuse really? I think, I usually just don't like using my phone while I charge it, so I would use it till it died, and so people just have different reasons, but their battery could run out of juice. And this might be another reason why your message wasn't responded to. And the 5th reason could be that they're having a super busy day or even just a bad day, So if someone is super busy, it's understandable that they might not respond to messages. They might have read it, really quickly and just kind of toss their phone aside. Or if they're having a bad day and they don't feel like being social, maybe your message was a bit upbeat. And of course, they don't want to give you that kind of energy. So they might just feel like, maybe it's best I don't respond. So that's another reason why someone might not respond. So those are the 5 reasons why someone might not respond to your message. But the takeaway from this talk, the whole talk, is that if someone doesn't respond to your message, never assume the reason why. Always communicate and ask the person, like, I promise you, it won't kill you. So basically, if someone doesn't respond to you, don't be so quick to assume what you feel the reason might be. Maybe they're ghosting you. Of course, those reasons exist. But before you assume, ask the person first. Communicate. Find out what's going on. They might be having a bad day. phone ran out of juice, you know, it could be anything literally. So find out from the person what it is, and you can find out in really fun ways. You don't have to be like, I sent you a message, you haven't responded. You could actually ask in fun ways. You know, if it's flirty, you can be like, oh, you must really like me. It's taking you a couple of days to think of how to respond to my message. You know, if it's just, you know, I mean, when you're talking to your friends, you know how it is. You're like, well, hello, like it's taking you 2 days to literally respond to my message, even if it's taken you like 30 minutes. So I mean, you can ask in any way you want to, but communicate and ask the person why they haven't responded to your message. Never assume. Yeah.